guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's literally the last day of this month, which means May's tomorrow, and it's officially the 2-week countdown to Bridgerton. We literally got 16 days to watch it. I'm so excited, you don't understand, because I've read the book, Colin book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, and honestly I just can't wait, and I've just been obsessed. And along this journey, been hearing great theories and also some cool facts from you other Bridgerton fans as well. So guys, I'm so excited. Like, look, my bank holidays is booked and ready. I've already told people that are trying to book me for a project like the 16th of May will be I won't be here. And the day after that day, I will not be here because we gotta talk about Bridgerton. So I'm so excited to see it. The way they're doing us dirty by making it part 1, part 2. Like, what am I gonna do when I binge that show? Because it comes out 8 a.m. UK time. I'm gonna finish it around 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay, it's gonna be 4 hours, around 4 hours, I think, because there's gonna be 4 episodes, right, per part. So part 1 will have 4 episodes, part 2 will have 4 episodes as well, because it's 8 across. Okay, cool. And Bridgerton's normally like an hour and a bit. So I'll be finishing in 4 or 5 hours. So when it's 8 o'clock and I'm watching, I'll be finished around 1. Basically. Yeah, I'll be finishing around 1. Easy maths. But, so I'll just be sitting there like, oh my gosh. And then instead of me to keep watching, we can't. They pause us. They're like, oh, sorry, guys. You got to wait till, what? Is it the 12th of June? When is the next Bridgerton? What are the dates again? Yeah. So when we finish watching, they'll be like, oh, well, so sorry. You can't finish the story because you got to wait till freaking 13th of June. What am I going to do for another month? And I love how they're not doing it June 16th. They're like 13th of June. So guys, you don't exactly have to wait the full month. You're going to get it 3 days earlier. Why would you do that, Netflix? Why? But do you know what, guys? I was like, I want to talk about this. I just want to get off my chest. Like, just get this off my chest. Guys, I just want to get this off my chest. I feel like I'm overwhelmed already. From the fact I've read the book, I'm already overwhelmed by it. And the promo, the daily promo that we're getting from Bridgerton Netflix, I am absolutely overwhelmed. And from the cast, Luke and Nicola, they said they've watched it and they said, like, guys, so much happens. Like, it's no like, oh, let's ease everyone in. It's very like, boom, boom, boom. So much is happening. And the way the storylines I'm seeing from the promo, I'm seeing there's crazy Cressida, then there's Francesca. We're going to talk about that because when I saw that, I was actually like, whoever is casting these people for Bridgerton, may they get a pay raise. I was so shocked. We're going to get there. But I was shocked because I was so, not even shocked, I was so impressed. And I'm thinking, like, what is the casting process of Bridgerton? Because I need to understand. I need to understand how does this work? Like, oh my gosh. And how does one get a career in that? Like, where do you look? Obviously you have an ad, but like, how many people, what's the sample size to get the person, the whole family looking like one another? Because if you look at Francesca, I was like, I'm sorry, is that Daphne? Is that Daphne? And even the way when she was talking, I was like, we got the spirit of Daphne here.
She seems more content with the quiet, leaving this author to question if she is as ready for the mart as it is for her.
A delight it would be to feel seen by one who looks not for the company of many.
Like, oh my gosh. So there's Daphne, then there's the boxer, his story. I'm so excited because honestly, it's really nice to see a black person really flourishing in those times. He bootstrapped his business. Yes, dodgy things happen, but him and his wife are going to be winning and learning how to navigate through the ton. Here for it. Then we got my baby, Benedict, guys. My friend was saying to me that Benedict is not even that cute. That Colin and Anthony. Guys. Let's be real. I know Benedict looks a little bit older, but there's just something cute and quirky and fun about him. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I would be Benedict's girl anytime, any place, any day. Like, honestly, like, but we'll talk about that again in another video. But I just want to keep it short and sweet because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. And also there's so much in my mind that it's like, ugh, like, it's all over the place. Like, I'm just like, okay. Like, you guys know me, like, it's just candid. So I don't have structured notes. I'm just kind of like, whatever's on my chest and my heart, let's get it out and then let's talk about it. And then you guys somehow also give me new information. I like it. But I'm truly overwhelmed. And also, like, if you guys have not already, there's a Bridgerton Facebook. And some of them have already had early access to, like, the first episode and released the stills of it. So they're good if you want to kind of know more about what's going on, but I tried not to scroll down too much because there's some people that like to spoil and I don't want that. But yeah, so I am so overwhelmed right now because it seems like everyone has a storyline. There's so much to talk about, guys. You know when you're just watching the promo, like, aha, this is great. But they've been dropping hints like this, you know, like something's about to happen. Like, let's talk about Violet Bridgerton and her secret man and Lady Danbury, that little promo they have. Violet Bridgerton is smiling because you know that garden that she was really talking to Lady Danbury about in Queen Charlotte? The gardener has arrived. The gardener has arrived for Violet Bridgerton. And Shonda was like, yes. You're going to get your Idris Elba Bridgerton here. My guy. Violet Bridgerton, she would not know what hit her. She'd be like, oh my God. She'd be like, oh, that little gasp. You know? You know how they're always breathing? That breathlessness. It's not even a word. The breathlessness of when you're in love and the awe. And you're like, ah, I'm in love. That's going to be Violet Bridgerton. She will see this man. And he will like, how do you do? And she'd be holding her hands like this. And he would kiss her. And she'd be like, cast me. Anyway, so guys, I was so confused. So there's Violet Bridgerton. She is looking good with that guy, her love interest. And then Lady Danbury looks pissed off. I thought a friend would be happy that her girl, the thing that she was complaining about, is finally going to get her love interest. So that got me thinking. That man, is that Lady Danbury's maybe a family friend, a family member? Is that her brother that she maybe hasn't spoken to in a while? Does she not trust him? Who is he? Or is it her late husband's brother? I want to know the relationship. I haven't read like all the books, so if there's more information, let me know. But there's a reason why Lady Danbury's pissed off, and clearly that means she's not happy with Violet and that guy. And I think there's a situation going on where there's going to be a bit of friction between Violet Bridgerton and Lady Danbury. Maybe she has to choose between him and her. Oh, I don't know. I don't think Lady Danbury will be that kind of person. She's not the kind of person to stand between two people in love. But I feel like there's going to be a situation between that because Lady Danbury did not look happy at all. She didn't. So I was like... So that was a little hint I saw. The next thing I want to talk about is... Guys, you know the first sneak peek, right? When Penelope was really telling Colin to basically... Bye, boy, bye. Do you remember the dress she was wearing? She was wearing like a green dress, right? And Colin was talking to her saying like, yeah, I miss you. That got me thinking. It got me thinking because, right, the trailers come out, right? And remember Penelope's Cinderella moment when everyone's looking at her like, oh my God, the glow up. Right. Let's hold that thought here. We're going to go and watch it on my TV. I'm going to show it to you. We're going to talk through it because it just made me think, Colin and men, the entitlement, and men are visual creatures. I don't care what anyone says. They're visual creatures. Because when Colin saw her, this is what happened, and this is how things are coming together, guys, nice and slowly. Because that trailer, as beautiful it was, I love how they show but they don't tell. It was like the most beautiful presentation slideshow that I've ever watched. It was like a nice PowerPoint slideshow given from our dear Netflix to really show us viewers, like, guys, we have been filming, so much has happened, and this is what you're gonna get, but you're not gonna know what's happening. That's beautiful. But we're gonna go, I'm gonna show you what I mean, because I was like, the puzzles are all coming together. Okay, so this is the first sneak peek that we saw, right? 2 months ago. Wow, time flies by. But this is 2 months ago, and I want you to pay attention to the dress, and because this will literally tell us where they're at and what has happened. Right. See, look at the dress.
Good night, Mr. Bridgerton.
Do you not need a chaperone?
Spinsters do not need chaperones.
You are not a spinster.
I am in my 3rd year on the marriage mark with no prospects to show for it. What would you call that?
Something wrong? Pen. Between us, I mean. I wrote to you this summer, as I always do. Why, you did not respond. Admittedly, very few did, but if you are going to make me say it out loud, I miss you.
First of all, sorry, this makes me laugh so much. It makes me laugh. My guy's like, I wrote to you, you didn't write back, but if you want me to say it, I miss you, and smiles like he's so proud of himself. Boy, bye, Colin. You're so late to the party. And yeah, me too. I'll laugh at his face, but it's like, Colin, I heard what you said. Really heard what you said. But actually, guys, hold on. Interesting fact, though. The way Penelope finds out what Colin said about her, it's not actually how it happened in the book. And the intention behind it actually wasn't that bad. Like, I remember when I was reading the book, I was like, oh, okay, it didn't happen like that. So in season 2, Penelope sees Colin tell his friends that I would never call Penelope Carrington. Like, that way, you know, in a kind of like mean, like, oh my gosh, like that made us be like, Colin, like, that's so mean of you. But actually in the book, Penelope is going to the Bridgerton's house because, you know, she has like her regular hangouts with Eloise, and the brothers are literally like talking and I think like like kind of making fun of him, and, you know, the mum, because the mum has just been overbearing and overwhelming, and it's like he needs to go and find someone like part of this year's season and, like, you know, find a wife. And Cottage, and then she keeps saying like, what about Penelope, what about Penelope? And he was like, no, I don't want to be with Penelope, like that. And Penelope overhears that conversation, and obviously she's upset because that's the love of her life, but she wasn't really supposed to hear because he's literally just saying this to his brothers. So it wasn't actually that bad, and his intention was never like that. It's just that it was just bad place, bad timing, and him talking to his brothers. So it's very interesting how they made it much more like, Colin, you D-head, like you D-bag in the TV series, but actually in the book he didn't really mean it that way. He was just kind of like saying it like, no, he doesn't want to marry anyone, right? So that was just like the difference between the book and the TV series. But back to what I was saying. So this is her wearing the green dress, and Colin's like, oh, I miss you, blah, 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 blah. So let's go back to the trailer, like the full trailer we watched. Okay, so this part of the trailer, this is when Penelope's like coming down the stairs in her Cinderella moment in her green dress, right? Okay. Right. And Colin's looking at her like, oh my god!
Lord Debling.
That's it. That's it. Oh, hold on. Lord Debling's fine. Wait, hold on.
He is eager to take a wife this season.
You look especially beautiful tonight.
Oh, he's a fine. Oh!
You have done very well.
Hold on. Wait. This guy is fine off. Wait. Why am I only just seeing this now?
Debling.
This thing is going too fast.
Debling. He is eager to...
Okay, I keep missing it. Wow! Look at his beard game. Oh! Okay, Colin's got competition. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. I was really team Colin. I don't think that's gonna happen. He's a fine man. Why am I only seeing this now? Wow, the delay. Guys, he's a... bring this in. He's a fine man. Okay. Lord Debling. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what? Colin deserves it. He better work himself. There should be strong competition. Lord Debling is given. Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Possible Penelope and Lord Debling are gonna be together for a bit, for like the first couple of episodes. And we're gonna fall in love with them. And he's gonna be one of those guys that actually really wants Penelope, but Penelope's gonna go for the guy that actually took forever to realize how such a gem, and they're gonna end up together. Colin and Penelope. Is that what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, I'm predicting that. Wait, look at that! The way he's looking at her. Okay. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you about that video, that dress, yeah, the reason why that conversation happened. So this is what happened. Everyone's looking at Penelope. I don't know why she's left early. Maybe Eloise said something to her. Eloise said something to her, and she's like, oh, I can't deal with this. And she gets up, carries herself, and she's leaving early. And Colin's like, oh my God, I need to, like, he's probably talking to his friends or his mother, and he's like, oh, I'll catch you guys later. He's like looking at Penelope going, he's like, okay, I'm gonna go. So he's like going, right? Not me making up situations in my head. But anyway, he's following Penelope outside. He's like, Penelope. And Penelope's just like, and he's like, oh, what does this guy want? Like, what do you want from me? And that's how the conversation started, because he's like, wow, this girl is looking beautiful. So he saw Penelope with the whole glow up. He's like, this is not the Penelope that I know. And that's why that conversation is happening. And that's why he's like quite proud of him, his charming self, as they explain it in the book, to be saying like, so girl, why haven't you responded to me? You've been around this whole time, you in the green dress. Why haven't you responded to me? I miss you. Bye. Sorry, I just thought I wanted to show that. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, but I was just like, hold on. Men are visual creatures. Can you imagine just a glow up like that made Colin's eyes go, okay, girl, let me just quickly talk to you and let you know I'm still here. And that's something that my friends used to tell me. It's like, once the moment you don't give a guy attention and they see how well they're doing without you, like actually you're not slipping backwards, you're progressing without them, the man will be, oh, I need your attention. And it's happened. I remember it happened to me before. I just like, not to be petty or anything, it was just like, you know, when you just have self-worth and you value yourself. And this is what I love about with Penelope. She's showing like she deserves so much better. I don't want to stay at home with her mama. Like, I love how she says, mama, I don't want to stay at home with mama. She needs to find herself a man, obviously, in that day. For you to really have a future, you got to secure it with a man. But you know, I know Eloise is like a spinster for life. That's not true. We're gonna change that whole assumption. I haven't read her book, but I'm sure that's like the kind of journey maybe they'll take Eloise on. But no, it was just like, it's just nice to see that Penelope really values herself. So the fact that this boy Colin is like starting to see Penelope in a whole different light, so it's interesting. I just wanted to point that out. I was like, oh my gosh, the pieces are finally coming together, nice and slowly. So there's a lot of different, oh look at that, the trailer. There's a lot of different storylines I feel like is happening. Like Anthony and Kate, it'll be very interesting to see how much we're going to see them. Obviously, because he's now the Viscount, and then Kate, she's the Viscountess, and they're pregnant. So I want to see their story too. Like, actually, I got their book. I think that's what I'm gonna read next, because yeah, I want to read that and see how things played out in the book compared to what we saw in the series. So I'm basically going backwards. But and then there's Benedict as well. Maybe re-entering society, and there's theories going around that they've already casted Benedict's love interest. I'm just going to show you who who the person could possibly be. But that's really interesting. Look, I'm really happy with this choice. I don't mind. I'm all here for the diversity. And again, I'll explain that properly in another video, because at this point, I really do feel seen. And I love the diversity in race, ethnicity, in shapes, sizes, like all over the place, culture. I love it. It's all being brought together. And I think Shonda's just really known for like diversity, but definitely having their lead couples as like interracial love. But it's nice to see. But we'll go into that. And we'll go into in a later video about the glow up, because like I've been saying, guys, the glow up with all these Bridgerton men is really glow upping. Like Anthony, I will never forget those big sideburns in season 1. I was like, ugh, him. And then season 2, I was like, my God, is he single? Oh, he's not into females. Don't really care. My guy was looking beautiful. And then you see Colin. That glow up, we need to talk about that. And you know what? I was talking to my personal trainer, because he's trains like celebrities. He knows what it takes for like the glow up to happen. Shout out to Jason, my guy. He's gonna bring out a video on that, because I literally told him he needs to analyze this Bridgerton glow up, especially with the men. And he said there's a lot to do with the jawline. I know it's like also in other videos, but also in their body and stuff like that. Because Colin went from like a baby face in the space of like 2 to 3 years, looking like the most like, he was not even on my radar before. I was like, oh, he's cute, he's such a nice guy. Now I'm just like, oh, you can stare at me like that, thank you. Give me the Bridgerton stare. Like, I'm here for it. And then Benedict, I already had a crush on Benedict. Like, Benedict was, I've always had I always found him the most attractive from season 1. So if Benedict looks like that already in season 1, season 2, what is Benedict gonna look like for season 4? Someone tell me, because if I think he's gorgeous right now and really handsome, what's he gonna look like? Do you know what I mean? And he seems like such a sweet, sweet person. Like, what flaws does Benedict have? And I heard like people already said to me, like, Benedict's story, he's more fun, like he has such a more fun personality. So it'll be really interesting to see him in season 4. But yeah, like I said, I'm very overwhelmed with everything that's going on with I think there's going to be a lot of storylines, and like the actors have said, it's going to go straight in. It's going to be very overwhelming. So yeah, just thought I'll share that with you guys. That's what I've been thinking the last couple of days, because like Bridgerton is just so close, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I really can't wait. Like, I've this big smile with my big chipmunk cheeks, guys. Like, this is just so genuine. I'm just so happy. I'm just so excited, and I like to see other people excited along with me. It's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be so fun. I genuinely cannot wait for this to come out. Oh, guys, before I forget, have you all watched Challengers? I know I literally went from Bridgerton to Challengers, but I went to go watch Challengers with my mum. Worst mistake ever. Like, I knew there was gonna be like some scenes, but I seen my mum watch 18s before, and she was calm. She was calm in those shows, and she watches horror films. But guys, I took her to watch Challengers, and she was just, I'm gonna tell you guys the story another day, but I'm never taking my Nigerian mother to an R-rated film again in my life. But guys, if you're trying to find something to watch in the meantime, like you need something to get your mind off Bridgerton, I recommend Challengers. I watched it on Sunday night, and the cast was absolutely amazing. Loved it. I think Mike, Josh, is that their names? I think that's their names. And then Zendaya, so good. No wonder why Rotten Tomatoes is 97%. Like, it's literally almost 100%. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because I'm really proud. And the fact that Zendaya, I love her as a person, made me feel so conflicted in the film that I was just like, girl. So there's Challengers. And then there's Baby Reindeer. I watched that too, like, literally when it first came out, because I was just like, what in the name is Baby Reindeer? Like, when I think of reindeers, I'm thinking, like, Christmas time, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then I watched it, and it was so uncomfortable and triggering to watch, but it was such a good TV show. And the guy that plays the lead role, that story happened to him, so he's playing as himself, and Lord knows what what happens to him, like in filming that and having to relive that trauma again. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but if you're into that kind of show, but it's quite triggering though, warning. It kind of talks about sexual abuse and him and men being the victim of sexual abuse and stalkers. I would say that's another one on Netflix that's currently trending. I think it was good. If you're like me that likes to rewatch the same thing again, then rewatch season 1 and season 2 of Bridgerton. I was watching Queen Charlotte a bit, but then I stopped a bit. Yeah, I stopped. And then yeah, so season 2 I've been rewatching season 2. Season 1 is a bit too toxic for me right now. Season 1 I liked it, but season 2 is like my favorite so far. So it'll be very interesting to see when season 3 comes out what everyone's favorite would it then be like, because I know majority of people I spoke to, it was so funny, like on the trains back from Euston to like where I live, and the trains being full, like from Euston to where I live, like it's always full. And the discussions, it was like a whole big group discussions of what was everyone's favorite Bridgerton season. Is it season 1 or season 2? And everyone like season 2. They're like, no, season 1. And I'll just be like on my phone, just like chuckling, like like I want to join a conversation, but I'm like, let me calm down before I look like a crazy person, because it's like, why would you prefer season 1? But it'll be very interesting. That'll be like another whole debate, like after everything is done, like does everyone prefer season 1, 2, or 3? So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Right now, season 2 is up here for me. And so far, already from the trailer, I feel like season 3 is going to beat season 1 for me. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that was pretty much what I wanted to share with you. I'm definitely going to talk a lot. Like, next video, I'm going to talk about the glow up of Bridgerton. Like I said, I want to really explore that, the diversity of Bridgerton. And then maybe I might do a little presentation with my corporate girl self of all the Bridgerton stills and try to match some stuff that maybe we can get that we've read so far from the book and really match those pieces to the pictures. Anyway, so random video. Just my little bit of analysis and my thoughts, you know, when I was thinking like, oh my god, the 2 connections, oh my gosh, we're finally getting something, I'm so smart, but really I'm sure everyone's clocked. But I thought I'd just bring it to the table. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're thinking that maybe season 3 might be better than season 2, and let me know your predictions and theories. You know me, I love hearing it, I love reading it, your comments. I am learning so much from everyone right now, you do not understand. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.